Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to introduce you to the newest Divo knife in the lineup, the Divo Knives Nip. And this is a knife we're thinking about getting into production next. We have some other projects that are getting going right now, like the Growler V2 and the Lush. So those are already sort of in progress. And then we have the Stout V2 that we want to get pre-order going for as soon as we can, but I just sent the prototypes back to Best Tech because they need to rework the detents a little bit. This was the best one, and even this one I would like to see stronger, but this would be on the money for most people, I think. Reverse flick's good. See how I can fail it on the thumb. It's not easy, but I can do it. So the other ones were a bit weaker, so I wanted those dialed in a little more, and then we're maybe going to make some other changes while we're at it if possible. We'll see what happens, but stay tuned for that. Hopefully that'll be a pre-order in the summer at some point. But the Nip is the one we wanted to do as our next project, and really excited about this one. So this is a small knife, guys. It's a 2 1/4 inch blade from tip to the end of the handle, and a 2-inch cutting edge. So this is a small guy, and that is the point. We meant for this to be a little box cutter, little utility knife, and I'll tell you what, it is fantastic at it. We actually used this the whole weekend when we were doing QC and packing and shipping the Buzz pre-orders this past weekend, and it was a pleasure to use up in a pinch grip like this. The way the blade is shaped and everything, when you go to cut, the blade is literally pointing at the material and ready to penetrate or ready to pierce. So if I want to do it like a cut like this, when I go at it, boom, I'm already into that cut, right? If I want to slice, boom, I'm into the material right here, and I can slice away, right? It just has, I think, really good balance and feel in the hand, dexterity for the little tasks you're going to do, which is a lot of this, right? Cutting across cardboard, slicing up tape, and then cutting through, and it works great for that. So anyway, it, I believe, is going to be S90V and titanium, and I think we're going to try to add a version in carbon fiber, so that we have one version that is maybe like ultra lightweight, because they do have steel liners. We are going to try to add a little more milling if possible. They have a little bit of weight to them, but they're not like heavy, you know what I mean? They're fine. But we'll try to knock a little bit more off of that, and then I think a carbon fiber version would be nice for the ultra lightweight folks. And then I think we're going to do that carbon fiber version with a sort of satin or silver hardware collars and everything. So there's one version that's sort of subdued a little bit, and then you'll have these two with the purple and the blue. Going to try to make these a little more vibrant, the colors. They're a little bit matte, and maybe that's just how Kubey does it, but we'll see what we can do about that. Kubey is the OEM on this. And like I was saying, S90V, titanium, or carbon fiber. And we're thinking the pre-order price, because I think we're going to do it on our own, not through any dealer this time. We'll see. But we're thinking $175 on pre-order. So you'd be looking at $175 for S90V and titanium. So I think the price is pretty good on that. And then maybe retail will be like $190 or something like that. But we will probably need some community support to get this one in the works, because we have so many other projects going on. We have money tied up with that. So we can either wait and do it, you know, later, or we could maybe run a pre-order and see if the community wants to get this guy rolling. So that's where we're at with this. Really excited about it. The ergonomics on this thing are stellar. You have this nice big forward finger choil, and then you have a nice streamlined handle right here. You do have this little bit of a hump, but that's there to hide the flipper tab. So we have a hidden flipper design, Tucks away really nicely. For me, it fits in the hand really well. Pinch grips are great. You can kind of use this soft corner up here. There's no sharpness up here, the way it was designed with the swedges and everything. It's a very soft corner. It's not like angular or sharp or anything. So you can rest your fingers up here and not feel like you're, you know, on a corner or something. We do have some jimping back here as well for when you're choked back like this, cutting through tape, stuff like that. We have our growler shaped hole that we shrunk down a little bit. So you can reverse flick this guy nice and easy. Lefty, same thing, no problem. Then you have this flipper tab that has tons of jimping, gives you a great angle on it, and when you pop that sucker, she flies out, no problem, no doubt about it on that. Really enjoy this flipper tab. I'm not a big flipper guy, but we wanted to do a design with a flipper just to give some variety, you know. And I think it came out great. And there you go. It tucks away there, so you don't have a tab sticking out or anything like that. We do have a reversible clip. So you do have this titanium pocket clip, milled clip. It is held in with 2 screws to make sure it's nice and secure. I did have a couple people ask about a deep carry clip or something like that. I'm sure there's probably an MXG gear clip that'll fit this pattern. It's a pretty common pattern. But I will say, it seems like with 2 screws, it would be kind of shallow. But in pocket, I've had absolutely no issue with this. You just have a little bit coming out of your pocket. And let me just try to show you here, because I've carried this for a few days now, and I've had no issue with it. So once it's in your pocket, the way it angles and everything, it kind of like hides itself a bit. And, you know, you end up with a little bit coming out of your pocket, but trust me, I never even thought to think it, I never even thought it felt shallow in any way, because I do hate that. There's some knives that really bug me when they're shallow like that, but you probably could put some kind of clip on it if you really wanted to, but I'm here to tell you I don't think it's necessary. It works fantastic the way it is. But yeah, really excited about this guy, the Nip, and would love to get your guys' feedback on it. I do have a disassembly video coming up as well on it that I did already past. I did a sort of unboxing of this. I'm not going to post it because it was long and rambly, and I was kind of rushing to go get my kid. And now I've had a few days to kind of, you know, hang out with these, use them and everything. So I figure I'd give you more information this way. And then you'll see the disassembly where I did take one apart and kind of tune it. That one's right here. This is the one I took apart. I put skiffs in it and tuned it up a little bit. Yeah, it was an easy disassembly and everything. I just got into the weeds, you know, trying to tune the lock bar that didn't need tuning, because that's what I do. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Would you pick one up on pre-order for that $175 price point in S90V? Another option, I'm not saying we're going to do this, another option would be maybe doing one version or half or something in 14C. So we could do like half 14C, half S90V, and have 2 different price points. Maybe try to have one around that MASH price point of 130, something like that, and then have this one in the 175 range. I don't know if that's interesting at all. I feel like, would most people just bump it up and get the S90, or the opposite? I don't know. But we just thought S90V made the most sense for this knife because it's such a small sort of basically utility knife that you want an edge that's going to last forever. It doesn't have to be ultra tough because it's a smaller knife. But you get a nice long-lasting edge with S90V, and I just thought that made the most sense. So, again, would love to hear your thoughts on that and everything else in the comments. We love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And if we ever make a larger one, I'm thinking we can call it the Nip X. So then we can call it the Nipix. I don't know why that was funny to me, but it was. So, all right. Love you guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. And I will catch you later.